Hello fellow quirky people! The MCU just ended yet another project with Ms. Marvel on Disney+. And now we're looking forward to the next batch of MCU movies and TV shows to follow. Ms. Marvel has been the highest rated MCU project, but sadly, it is the least watched MCU series on Disney+. People just did not tune into this series due to many reasons, but I believe more of them would want to watch it after knowing what was revealed at the end. Ms. Marvel dropped 2 major bombs at us. Spoiler warning if you haven't watched the series yet. Go binge it or watch the finale if only that's left. First, Bruno more or less confirmed that Ms. Marvel is actually a mutant in the MCU. This reveal is just huge, and it will have huge implications moving on.
Like a mutation.
But we'll talk about it in a separate video because this one is devoted on the mid-credits scene. Since Kamala Khan is a very big Captain Marvel fan, you might have imagined when and how Carol Danvers was going to make a cameo. Apparently, it happened right at the very end of the show and she showed up in the most unexpected fashion. It was not like a "Hey Peter Parker" moment from Endgame.
Hey Peter Parker.
Captain Marvel did not show up to meet and greet her little fan from Earth after she saved the day. She was still busy doing her favorite thing in the MCU, which is staying out in the cosmos doing God knows what. But because she shows up so less on Earth, Marvel actually found a way to just pull her in out of nowhere. Yes, Carol got transported into Kamala Khan's room while Kamala was transported to wherever Carol was. It was not like these two just switched bodies and their consciences remained at the same place. And neither was it like Ms. Marvel somehow morphed into Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers actually got transported to Earth because right when she arrived, we saw her looking all confused, as if she didn't recognize her surroundings. So, this is how Ms. Marvel has set up the Marvels as Kamala is supposed to show up in that movie. But people have been left asking, how exactly did Carol arrive on Earth? Well, it all ties with Kamala's bangle. In our past video, we explained that this bangle is actually based on Kree bands. As far as their history and origin is concerned, these millennia-old Naga bands were powerful relics of the Kree Empire. They grant their wearers some crazy abilities, as they are able to transform mental energy into physical energy. The Kree Supreme Intelligence gifted them to the original Captain Mar-Vell from the comics. Mind you, I am not talking about Carol Danvers. I am talking about Mar-Vell, with a dash. This is the comic book character that Annette Bening was gender swapped into. Anyway, there was an instance where the Naga bands trapped Mar-Vell into the negative zone. And then on Earth, a character called Rick Jones found another set of Naga bands. So as he picked them up, Rick Jones and Mar-Vell suddenly ended up switching places. Jones entered the negative zone and Mar-Vell ended up on Earth. So it seems that Ms. Marvel has also done something like that. Her bangle, as we know, was taken off of a blue hand. And which is one of the most prominent blue-colored species in the MCU? Obviously, it's none other than the Kree. Since the Naga bands are of Kree origin in the comics, they likely belong to the Kree in the MCU as well. And Aisha also implied that these bangles come in pairs.
He said we would need 2. Let me see it.
So, there's probably another one out there somewhere, and maybe Captain Marvel just got her hands on it. That could be the moment when Kamala's bangle suddenly lit up and started acting crazy. Then poof! Captain Marvel ended up on Earth in Kamala's bedroom, and Kamala is probably on the Kree homeworld Hala. Or maybe on some other planet where Carol found the other bangle. These 2 bangles could have a function that allows their users to be transported across the universe instantly. And from this point onwards, Kamala's story will continue in the Marvels. It is important to note that when Carol ended up in Kamala's bedroom, she was in a new suit yet again, but she didn't have the bangle with her. So maybe she dropped it right before she was transported to Earth. And now Kamala would have 2 of them wherever she is. Again, I bet that she is on the Kree homeworld of Hala. But where do you think Ms. Marvel went to? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!